Hey, so you've just signed up as a brand new distributor and you're already talking about it to all your friends because you're super obsessed with LipSense and how fantastic it is. But you're also wondering, okay, like, am I explaining this right? How do I explain this? Should I be covering some of these things that I'm maybe not covering? What should I be saying to people? And so I found a really easy acronym that has helped me when I'm trying to explain the product to my friends, to my family, to the individuals in my group who are asking me questions about it. And the acronym is S.E.A.T. S-E-A-T. And if you can just keep that in your head as I go through and I explain it, it will make it quick, easy, simple. You can pretty much explain it in 5 minutes or less, and it's enough information for people to choose whether or not they want to purchase the product. So the first one is the S, and that's the set. LipSense is sold as a set if it is your first time purchasing it. You want to start with a starter pack, which is your glossy gloss, the color of their choice, and then your oops remover. You want to make sure when you go through that you explain why each of these is important, and why, because some people will say, well, I already have a gloss, I don't need to buy it. Well, they do need to buy your gloss because the gloss helps set the LipSense color. It also helps with the exfoliation process as well, and it's going to give their lips that nourishment that they need so that their lips can start to get healthy and feel so super soft. The Oops Remover is going to help with the removal of the product. I've heard a couple people say, you know what, I don't actually use Oops to remove it. I more so use Oops if I have any mistakes when I apply it. That's great, but they still need it because you don't want to have to be sitting there scrubbing your lips with a washcloth or take it off every time you mess it up. So make sure that when you're first explaining it, everybody should start out with a starter kit. It's $55 plus shipping plus tax. Okay. The second thing is going to be explaining the exfoliation process, S.E. It's going to take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks for their lips to fully exfoliate off all of the lead, the leftover wax, any buildup from any additional lipsticks that they were using. And a lot of people are going to be a little freaked out by the process because their color's not going to stay as well. And they're going to be wondering, what am I doing wrong? My lips are peeling. What's happening? And if you don't tell them about the exfoliation process up front, they're not going to want to continue to buy the product from you because they're going to be super freaked out that something strange is happening to their lips. Okay? S.E.A., your A is your application process. You can't just hand somebody a LipSense and say, here you go, have fun. Right? There's a process to applying this so that they get the most out of their product. And making sure that you take the time as a distributor to explain that to that individual and writing it out or finding something in the back office that will help, which I can help you find. But basically, you need to make sure that you explain the 3 thin layers. Why 3 layers? The first layer that you apply is broken down by your body's chemistry. If you are someone whose pH level is off, your body will actually begin to break down the LipSense. If you eat a lot of greasy foods, your body will begin to break down the LipSense. If there was one other, like if you're, there's one other reason, but basically, and I'll find that video so that we all know for sure. But the top layer is broken down by the environment. So if you're outside and it's really sunny or really windy, or you're licking your lips a lot because it's kind of dry outside, your top layer is going to get broken down. So that second layer is really your most important layer, but you need all 3. Why do you do thin layers and not thick layers? Because you want it to dry faster. Just like with nail polish. You don't just do 1 layer and then, okay, cool, you're done. You want to do a couple coats so that you're getting the product, but you also want it to dry quick. You don't want to be sitting there for like 10 minutes waiting for your lips to dry, right? And then also making sure that they know with the application process that they only are going in one direction, one direction, one direction, that you're not painting it on, that you're not sweeping back and forth like you normally have to do with other lipsticks, that you need to go from corner to corner, from the center, over, okay? And then finally, the big thing is the T, which is the tingle. Freaks a lot of people out. Normal lipstick doesn't make your lips tingle, but LipSense does, and that is because it is one of the base products in LipSense is a cosmetic grade alcohol. And basically what that is doing is that is removing any built up bacteria that is on your lips. So it's actually cleansing your lips. But if you don't tell people about that right off the bat and they apply the product and they're like, oh my gosh, my lips are burning like crazy, they're going to freak out a little bit. So just make sure that you're upfront about it. And if you're upfront and people know what to expect, they're less likely to freak out, right? So just explain, hey, it's going to make your lips tingle. Here's why. The tingle is also part of the exfoliation process that I told you about. As you continue to use the product, the tingle will become less and less, and you might not even notice it after a month of applying it. And then that way they know, okay, well, this isn't forever. Every time I use these products, I'm not going to feel like my lips are just like falling off my face, right? Also, you can tell them that if they do use another product, like really they should be throwing away all chapsticks, all any other lipsticks pretty much after getting involved with LipSense, because it's really like the holy grail, right? But if they are using other products, not only is that going to hinder their exfoliation process, but their tingling is going to last significantly longer. If they're feeling like they need a little something extra, you can encourage them to use the Glossy Gloss when they don't have their LipSense on, to continue to nourish and hydrate their lips. So again, using the acronym S.E.A.T, S-E-A-T, S.E.A.T, application or set, exfoliation, application, and tingle. And covering those 4 things in a quick personal message on Facebook or an email or a text message, or even when you're just explaining it in person when people ask you about it, will really give them a really good foundation as far as what LipSense is all about. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'm happy to see if I can find that other video about why the 3 layers, but maybe I'll just make a video of my own a little bit later, okay? But I hope you guys have a great afternoon. I love you so much, and talk soon.